Hi everyone, Arinzeh with Onyx Property Consultants. Today we are talking about my top 5 favorite things about London. My entire list was actually 10, but I've created 2 separate videos. So number 6 through 10 is a separate video that you can find on my YouTube channel. So today we're talking about numbers 5 to 1. So, at number 5 of my favorite things about London is the restaurants of London. You know, London's come a long way from its history of just being known for mediocre fish and chips, although there's incredible fish and chips and kebab shops and everything else. But now there are world-class chefs featuring multiple restaurants in London, whether that's Gordon Ramsay or Mark Pierre White. You've got some of the world's best restaurants. You've got Balthazar for French. You've got Scott's for seafood. You've got Sexy Fish, which, you know, has got incredible vibe and energy. But you also have the restaurant at Chiltern Firehouse. So you've just got so many places to enjoy a wide range of food. Personally, I tend to like, flavor and spice. So I'm a big fan of Indian food. And again, you've got plenty of choices. One of my favorites is Amaya in Belgravia. But also, I'm really excited to see Ikoyi, which is a Nigerian West African restaurant. Just got its Michelin star, and it's located in St. James's. And then also, Patanga in West Brompton. So we're starting to see different cultures, different cuisines that might not have all been represented also having a presence, and really excited to see that continue to expand. So number 4 of my favorite things about London are the parks and green spaces of London. Whether that's Hyde Park or Regent's Park that everybody knows, or Kensington Gardens, these are the royal parks of London. But you've also got Green Park, and you've got St. James's Park. And then you have just squares and parks where you can have these open spaces to come and enjoy, whether it's where you work, like Green Park where I work, or, where you live, such as Paddington Rec, or the Grange in Kilburn, or Bethnal Green. You've just got some incredible green spaces that you can truly enjoy. Then, number 3 for me is the architecture and the buildings. When I moved to London, I just literally fell in love with the buildings and being able to just walk the streets and see some incredible architecture. I kind of call the London skyline a bit schizophrenic, and that's come from the fact that during World War II, so many buildings were bombed, and then after World War II, people were allowed to kind of build whatever. So you see a historical, classic building next to some modern, questionable, brutalist monstrosity. So it really is quite diverse and chaotic. We've got some really famous buildings such as the Gherkin, or the walkie-talkie building, also known as the radio building. You've got, but you've also got places like the Royal Academy and Somerset House, which are these historical palaces that are now public spaces. So you can really enjoy them as a resident or a tourist or a visitor. Go and experience these places, and they're throughout London. It's not just in one particular section, but as you walk, you really get a sense of the diversity of the architecture and the buildings. And then that leads me to my second favorite thing about London, which are the museums and the galleries. And one of my favorite museums is the V&A Museum. And again, that used to be, actually, I think it was built specific for a purpose. But again, a very classic, old, modern building, whether that was a Victorian age building with just incredible details. And you've got these museums and galleries showcasing some really exciting things. The V&A years ago had the Alexander McQueen exhibit. You've got, the London Museum talking about the history of London. You've got the British Museum. You've got the British Library, which is an incredible space. And they're always engaging people, offering incredible discussions, workshops, exhibitions that you can enjoy. I send out a monthly newsletter, so if you want to know what's happening in London, definitely get in touch, and we'll make sure we keep you up to date on that. And then that brings me to my number 1 favorite thing about London. Obviously, being a property agent and loving what I do, it has to be the homes of London. From the white stucco fronted homes in South Kensington and Knightsbridge to the pastel colored homes of Notting Hill. But you've got so much more. You've got a lot of new builds happening now, particularly south of the river. So along the embankment, you've got some pretty nice, very nice luxury high rises happening. You've got the converted terraces. You've got Muse properties, used to be stables and barns. So you have a plethora of choice when you are saying you want to consider London property. And so if you want to know more, if you want to know what's the latest area that's changing and redeveloping, such as King's Cross or Paddington or Brixton or Dalston, then do get in touch. But that's just giving you a flavor of my top 10 favorite things about London. And I look forward to hearing from you. What are some of your favorite things about London? Definitely put it down here in the YouTube channel and let's chat about it. So that's Arinzeh with Onyx Property Consultants. Bye for now.